Nothing else in it. Okay, let's see here. Are we on? Yeah, we're on. What's up, everyone? Work Nasty Comics here with my dudes, Dee Runk and Carlito.
Dee Runk, Steve, what's going on?
Everyone. Oh, crap. I always do here this. With my dudes. There we go.
Got that feedback going.
Yep. John, what's up? Bert. John says he didn't need a reminder this time. That's good.
Dude, John was over on Big Lion Cat just slaying Jeffrey Comic-Con about not being able to bid on a book.
That's fantastic.
Or Mike, I want to upgrade your name to Middle Class Mike.
That's pretty good. That's good stuff.
I think it has a good ring to it.
All right, so we're going to be talking. I didn't even put this on here. I got to put it on the other side. Top 10 books in our collection.
JP Budget, what up, man?
I can't see the chat, so you guys do the shout-outs.
I'll take care of the chat.
Dee Runk in the house, taking it down.
I need to turn it down.
No, John, you didn't throw shade on him. Like you blocked out the sun on that man. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Okay, so this is what's going to happen tonight. So me and Dee Runk, we were going to do our top 5 Batman villains, but we wanted to wait for Comic Head because he wanted to join in on it because he's a pretty big Batman fan as well. And then I was like, you know what? Let's do top 5 anti-villains or anti-heroes, whatever you want to look at it. I know who would be number 1 on Carlito's list.
I know what would be all 5.
But then Dee Runk's like, you know what? Let's just do our top 10 books in our collection. I was like, great idea. So here we are. TJ, what's up?
Yes.
Hey, Watson in the house.
We got JP, TJ, John, poor Mike. What's up, everyone?
John, are the girls with John? Or just John?
Well, yes, we're about to find out.
What do y'all think of this Aquaman shirt here? Huh?
Dude, that Aquaman shirt is freaking nice.
Yeah.
You should show us that blanket.
Hey, I don't give a shit, dude. My cat likes to scratch up the blanket, so we got like a Pinkie Pie blanket. Or he likes to scratch up the chair, so we got a Pinkie Pie.
That's Fluttershy. The only reason I know my kid loves that stuff.
Well, no, Pinkie Pie is on here. Trust me. That's
okay. Right.
My wife loves Pinkie Pie. But
all right. Yeah. So for me, I got all my books right here, ready to rock. So I guess we should start with how we made our list. Like for me, I didn't go by what was the most expensive books. I kind of went by the characters that I liked the most, I guess I would say. Plus, I mean, of course, there was obviously first appearances in there that I had to include. So what about you guys?
Mine is just a combination. It's mostly slabbed books, but there's a couple raw books that will not be raw for much longer. And yeah, same thing though. I mean, I'm not really all about, $800 comic books. I have books that meant a lot to me growing up as a kid, and just things that I enjoy reading. So that's what's on my list.
Yeah, for me, it's a little bit of both. I went with some stuff, obviously, that means something to me, but then, a few of my more prized keys that I've gotten within the last few years.
Cool. So I guess I'll go first, and then Dee Runk second, Carlito third. Sound good? Okay, so I have my list on my phone. Should we do our honorable mentions first or last?
I didn't know I had honorable mentions, but I can come up with a couple.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I could probably come up with some.
I have 3 honorable mentions.
I have 3 honorable mentions as well. You go first.
Perfect. Okay. So you guys have seen this book a lot on here, and I'm surprised it didn't make my top 10. It probably should have, and it probably will after I get it graded and signed. Raphael, number 1, is one of my honorable mentions.
Raphael's the best.
He is the best. I debated really hard about putting this on my top 10, like really hard, but I opted not to. It's Batman 171 for Silver Age of the Riddler.
Stay Puft, 1983. What's up, man?
Discovery Bay, what's up?
JB from Discovery Bay. Man, Discovery Bay JB would not let me have this damn lot. And he was.
No.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm sure he would have killed me over it if the price got too high. But I like Discovery Bay, so I'm glad they went to someone I know.
Nice. And then my last honorable mention, ASN 361, which I'm probably going to get slabbed at some point too.
Very nice. I regret. I used to have that, and I gave it away to a bigger Spider-Man than me. I don't really regret it, but I kind of regret it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he's a good friend, so he deserved it. But at the same time, like, damn. It was like probably a 9.8 too, at least.
I think mine, it needs a press, but I think mine could be near mint range or higher, you know? So you want to do your honorable mentions, D?
Yeah. So I had a couple here. We had my X-Men Adventures #1, which is based off of the animated series. Slabbed it at 9.8. This is more of a sentimental pick because I loved the animated series growing up as a kid. And the book was fun to read a lot too. You've seen this one before, Burke, but it's my Flash number 46.
I want that. I want that really bad.
I'll let you touch it, but it's going to stay in my collection. That's a 9.8, and then my first appearance of Omega Red in a 9.8 CGC. Gotta love Jim Lee covers, and I love Omega Red as a villain. So those are my honorable mentions for you guys.
Dude, that sign behind you is legit.
Oh, my little.
Nice.
All right, we're up to Carlito. Put my books back.
I'll just grab a couple honorable mentions that are in front of me that you guys can't see. We're all going to be the same character, just FYI. And I'm pretty sure mostly everybody that knows me on Instagram has seen me before, so it won't be a huge shocker. But yeah, this is a Deathstroke, one of the new 52, number 7, Tony Daniel variant with the Joker, which I just think is amazing.
Sick.
I don't know if you can see that really. I guess it's not worth too much or nothing, but it's a book that I tried to get for a while when I first started collecting Deathstroke, and it was kind of hard to find actually at a decent price. But second one is Deathstroke number 58. This is of his first run, and it's Mike Zeck homage of Deathstroke 1 with the Joker as like Deathstroke. It's pretty tight.
I'm looking forward to Carlito's top 10 being all Deathstroke books.
No. I mean, there might be 1 or 2. But I didn't pick any Batman because I figured yours would all be Batman, Steve. So I kind of just was like, I'll leave Steve to the Batman. And then the last one, honorable mention. This is actually one of my more valuable variants. It's by Ivan Rice, I think, or Reese. I don't know how to pronounce it. I just say Rice. Ivan Rice. It's the new 52, the new Suicide Squad #1 with Deathstroke on it. So I think it's a 1 in 50, if I'm not mistaken. But it's super hard to find, and it's like actually pretty. 1 in 25, I think. It's a pretty expensive book. So it's just a beautiful cover, like the colors and it has Black Manta on there. I didn't even realize that till now.
Nice.
So it goes with your Aquaman theme.
Yeah. You setting up J Channel behind you? Is that J Channel on the wall?
Yeah. I used to have that filled with books, but as you guys know, I have been going through and recataloging and reorganizing all my books. So I took them all down except for this one that Comic Head sent me that came with one of my books that will be in my number 10.
Nice.
You guys' beards are putting mine to shame. I just realized that.
Mine's looked good in like a week because I've been getting over the plague. So excuse me if I cough later.
No, there will be no coughing. On to the list.
I'll do that. No coughing then.
I'm kidding.
Okay. All right. So I want to turn everyone's volume up here just in case it's not loud enough. I'm using a different computer this time. Well, I used it last time too, but then I did the previous times when everyone said I sounded muffled. So I'm using a different one. Okay. So
on the computer.
What?
Are you guys both on your computer?
I'm actually on my phone.
Yeah, I'm on my phone too. Dee Runk, are you getting widescreen? Or are you doing it straight up and down? Can you only do it straight up and down?
No, you just got to turn the phone to the side. And you'll get widescreen.
But then Steve said I was sideways.
Oh, well, then you might not. You might have your portrait landscape locked on your phone.
All right.
Just stay long screen, man. That's the shape of a comic book. We're good.
There we go. Okay.
I'll deal with that.
All right, number 10. It is a Batman book.
What?
I know, right? Who would have guessed that?
Yeah, I'm shocked. This is my shock face.
It would honestly be higher if it was in a higher grade and if it had the pin up in the middle.
Ooh. Very nice.
Batman 181, first appearance of Poison Ivy. So that's my number 10 book on my top 10 in my collection.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. Where'd you get that from?
So I got it from this guy off Facebook. Actually, he had this like multi-thousand comic book lot, and he had like a spreadsheet of all his books. So I just went in. I was like, "Hey, what do you have for sale?" And he just sent me like literally a link to his spreadsheet. And I just went there and I was like, "Okay, I want that. I want that. I want that." And I got that. I got that, and this, and Batman 386 and a couple other books for $150.
Nice. Good find.
Yep. So that's
real quick, is Santos in there?
Nope, haven't seen him.
Okay.
We had Chris Barrett join us recently. He said, burn the witch, they have the plague. So he's off to a violent start. That's good.
All right. Where's I got issues at? He's the one who's got the issues.
Yeah, the reason why I'm wearing my fedora is for Matt Thanatos. So if he comes in, check it, Matt. Eat it.
Dude, you're rocking a killer hat too, man. That's a good hat right there.
Isn't that what he just said?
I don't know what the hell a fedora is.
Isn't it what he just said his fedora hat is why he's wearing it?
I don't know. I'm drinking over here. All right. Am I
All right, you're up.
All right. So number 10 in my list is my San Diego Comic-Con convention edition of Superman Rebirth #1. And it is signed by Peter Tomasi right down here. And the convention that we're going to, Planet Comic-Con, actually Patrick Gleason will be there. So I'm actually going to have this cracked and signed again because he did the interior artwork for this. And then the final bit, I just need to get Jim Lee to sign it because it's a Jim Lee Superman cover. So this is number 10 on my list. And this is the book that really got me into buying slab comic books. My buddy Zach, who co-hosts with me sometimes, kind of played the devil on my shoulder, and made me buy it. And I didn't regret it. I love shiny covers, and the Superman Rebirth run is a really good run if you haven't read that yet.
Yeah, Bueller would probably love that too.
Oh yeah,
nice cover.
Now, I did a live stream a couple weeks ago with all my shiny covers, and Bueller jumped on, and it was a good stream.
That is a sick cover and a sick book, dude. Like when I saw that on your Instagram, I immediately went to eBay to try to find myself a copy, but instantly realized that it was very expensive.
Well, here's the thing, though. I got it when they did like a 15% off on eBay special, and the when I try and find it now, I'm seeing it for more unsigned than I paid for it signed. So I'm definitely happy with my purchase. I definitely got in on a good price, and these foil convention variants are tough to get at a 9.8. So having this one at a 9.8 was definitely a good find on my part.
That is sick.
With kids, the DC Rebirth run was pretty much a hit on every level. Batman was good. The Flash was great. Superman was fantastic.
Green Lanterns was good. Honestly, I fell in love with Jessica Cruz at that Rebirth run, man.
It was a damn good time to be a comic book fan.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Our Carlito, you are up.
This one is retailer incentive. Grub from Mill Geek said it was like 1 in 25 or 1 in 50, but there were probably fewer copies out there now. But it's a new 52 and it's Deathstroke number 10, but it's the Rob Liefeld Lobo Deathstroke incentive. I've posted this on my Instagram, I think. So not a huge shock. But yeah, I tried to get this guy. I lowballed this guy and he wasn't having it. Then I made him a reasonable offer and he accepted it a couple of years ago. So, and like now I don't even know if there's any on eBay right now, but I only saw 2 for like 4 years. So
is that the Twilight Lobo or the OG Lobo that he's combined with?
Well, it's kind of a mixture of both. I think it's split with other half is Deathstroke, but Twilight Lobo. No, I don't think it's quite that Lobo in this one.
Yeah, he looks a little more violent than the Twilight Lobo.
But he's close though. He's probably, I don't know, afternoon Lobo.
Okay.
That's sick, dude. Did you say that's from the new 52?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. We're all one deep here. So my number 9. I want to show off a couple books with this one, just because like I'm pretty proud of them. There's only one of them that like counts toward it, but the other ones go with it, and I'll explain. So I stood in line last year at that con that me and Dee Runk are going to next month. Carlito, you're invited too, man. I told you about it.
I'm trying to pull some strings, see if I can make it.
We're going on
Saturday. I really go bad. I I don't think I'm going to make C2E2. That's what I was really holding out for. But, yeah, I'm going to try to make that. What's it called again?
Planet Comic-Con.
Planet Comic-Con, yeah. So, fingers crossed.
So I stood in line for like an hour and a half, or maybe even longer, maybe 2 hours, to get this guy's autograph. And he actually signed 3 books, but I sold 2 of them in a lot with like a whole bunch. But it's Power Rangers issue 0. This is a second print signed by JDF, the guy who played the Green Ranger.
Nice.
And I just got this guy in. And so when I get I just ordered a desk. So when I get my shelves up, I'm going to put all of these on there. Because they kind of, they go together, obviously.
Oh yeah, I want to get that whole helmet run for that series. Like, obviously the green one is the one you need, but that would make a good set.
Yeah, I still want to get the Green Ranger, the 1 of 50 variant. That's the one I'm missing. And I did have the other, like the regular 5, but I sold those 2 last year and kind of needed some money. So I'm gonna try to get all those back. I tried to get the ones that I had signed. These guys, I tried to get them back from the guy I sold it to, and he just ignored my email. So I can't get those back, unfortunately. So
I guess you got your answer on that one, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. All right, D, you're up, man.
Oh, I'm up. All right. So I've got my Avengers Annual number 10 in a CBCS slab, rated an 8.5. And it is signed by Chris Claremont. And this is the first appearance of Rogue.
Sweet.
Yeah, that found that one on eBay, and I kind of want to get it. I'm actually thinking about bringing it to the Planet Comic-Con so I can get the new casing put on it by CBCS. But I'm going to see what their turnaround time is for that. I'm not interested in letting them have my book for another 8 months like they did with my number 1 book on this list.
Dude, I have that exact same book. In the exact
yeah, CGC though, right?
CGC, and it's signed by Michael Golden. So I could get it cracked and signed by Chris Claremont and regraded.
Dude.
So I'm thinking about doing that.
I've got like 5 books that I'm going to be bringing that are slabbed that I'm going to have cracked at the con we're going to.
Nice. I figure you and I are going to help each other out with that. Like, well, if someone's standing in line, the other person goes and grab a rep and whatnot. So.
Oh yeah, tag team this thing.
Yes, sir. That's awesome, dude. That's a sick book.
Yeah.
We got Biggie Shack up in this house.
Biggie Shack.
What's up, Biggie Shack? Geeks, Drinks, and Comics. What's up, dude? Boat Right Family, I forgot to say hi to you, man. What's up? JB,
Boat Right. Yeah, I envy you guys because I wouldn't send my book off for a week, so I don't know how you guys do it. Well, that's why I have 0 graded comics except for the 1 slab I got from Bueller. That's it. I just can't do it. I don't know.
Geeks, Drinks, and Comics, what up, man?
My turn.
It is.
Oh, guess what? I got another Deathstroke here, Steve. You've seen this one already because I showed it the first live stream we did, but it's really the only signature book that I didn't have that I kind of been wanting for for a while since the first time I saw his art, but yeah, I got this from Comic Ed. Great deal. He gave it to me for what he got it for, and he threw in that free Deathstroke behind me at the bottom. So it was a super sweet deal. Autographed by Matina. It's that Rogue's Deathstroke cover.
Is that like number 37?
I think it's 36. I can't remember.
It says it on the bottom.
Does it? Yeah, 36. I was right. Of course, I was right as regarding Deathstroke.
God
But yeah, it's just that book is super super sick.
I want to answer a question real quick that was asked by where is it? JP's. So I actually have emailed Planet Comic Con multiple times from my Instagram and to like their regular like customer service, asking after Reggie was talking to them about how they said they weren't going to be there. They are going to be there. CGC is at least. They will not be doing on-site grading. I think that was the confusion. They're not going to do on-site grading, but they will be there as a rep to take books in to be graded at their facility. But they will, and so they can do signature authorization, but they will not do any on-site grading.
It's like it's not actually CGC that's there. It's like a middleman that counts as CGC. So, I've seen things on them before, and it's still the route I'm going to go with most of my books. But, yeah, it's not an actual CGC paid rep that'll be there.
How do they even do that? I guess I don't understand it. You know what I mean?
Hey, we got Soldier Only. We got Bake the Snake.
Soldier.
What's up? Hey, Soldier. This is your book as soon as we get talking next week. So I decided to put it up there for you.
Yeah, too bad Deathstroke's better than Deadpool. Just saying.
Well, I'm not going to lie with you there.
I'm just trying to round Soldier.
Because Deathstroke is.
Will probably be nice.
Let me make sure I got it correct this time. Deathstroke is the original. I've always known that. I guess I spoke last time.
Deathstroke is the original.
He is.
Deadpool is like a comedic take on Deathstroke. But if you ask Rob Liefeld, he doesn't. He'll block you, I guess, on Instagram.
Yes, he will. I've seen that.
I've seen many posts about that. I've never tried to do it because I don't really care. I mean, I don't want to not be able to follow him, even though, but.
Okay, so I guess it's me now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Number 8.
Number 8.
You guys have seen this book many times. How did I pull that?
You mean number 9, right?
No, this is number 8.
You go first. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, sorry. Numbers are hard. I can't count.
Batman the Killing Joke. 9.8. I don't know how many times I told the story before, but I sold my last CGC copy, 9.8, which I need to get a holder so I can just put this here and not have to hold it. I sold it, and I immediately regretted it. So I went online, and I found one that people were bidding on, and I bid $27 because I knew people would stop at 25 or go to 26. I'm like, I'm going to bid 27 and just let's see if I win. And I won, and it was $6 shipping. So I got it for $33, and then I obviously
no way
$33, and then I sent not the graded. So I sent it in to get graded.
Okay.
But no, that would be insane if I got it graded and sent to me at $33. So no, I ended up getting it graded. Came back 9.8. I didn't even get it pressed. So
I've always wanted that. I've never had it. And I had a chance to get it at Icon last year, which is Iowa Comic Con. It's just a small little Comic Con. I at the first booth I went to, so I was like, not going to drop all my money on one book at the first booth within the first 5 minutes. So I was like, all right, I'll wait and come back. But he offered it. It was a 9.6, and he was going to sell it to me for $70. And I held on that until I walked all the way around. And by the time I got around, it was gone. So I was like, damn it.
I remember you telling me that story.
I should have just done it.
All right, that's my number 8, Batman the Killing Joke. Dee Runk, what you got?
All right, so here's one of my favorite villains from the X-Men. It's first full appearance of Apocalypse. This is X Factor number 6. And yeah, that's I love this X Factor run. Just had a lot of good books out of that. And you see a lot of cover swipes for this book as well over the years. But Apocalypse would be like he'd be on my Mount Rushmore of supervillains, like across all platforms. If I had a Mount Rushmore of supervillains.
He's the one in what is it, Days of Future Past?
No, he's in the one that's titled X-Men Apocalypse. I'm sorry, I've been drinking. But no, and that wasn't a very good movie, so I can understand why you would forget it.
All I remember is Phoenix messed his stuff up.
Yeah, no. Phoenix definitely tossed his salad. Yeah, and I found this one at my LCS, and this one I'm looking to get pressed at some point and maybe slab it up because I love Apocalypse. So that is my number. What number am I on? 8?
Yep.
All right.
It's a nice number 8. Hey, where do you rank Apocalypse versus Darkseid?
Ooh, I think Darkseid would take him.
Yeah.
Bake the Snake says, "Sweet hat, Carlito," and then they did the fist pump.
Bake.
Got a fist bump it.
Nice.
All right, my number 8.
Yeah.
It's not really anything special, but like it's special to me because it's the earliest Daredevil I've found that I didn't have to put up my car for. So it's Daredevil number 36. It's not. It's probably like a 4. I mean, it's still held together really well, but it's got a lot of kind of where it gets old and it starts to fall apart. The pieces are kind of falling off. A little bit of that around the edges. A couple color breaks, but yeah, Daredevil 36.
Nice.
My earliest Daredevil.
Is that like a first appearance of anything?
I think it might be the first appearance of this guy named Mayhem, but obviously I don't think he really amounted to much. I could be wrong. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't read it. So.
What number is that?
36.
Nice.
That's my number 8.
Comic Head 84. What up, man?
Comic Head.
He noticed that he made your list, Carlito.
Comic Head.
Chino and Manny, they're the coolest dudes in the world. Everyone say hi to them.
Hey, Chino and Manny.
Hey, Chino and Manny. How you doing?
All right.
Hey,
so this next one.
Dee Runk, what'd you just say? I missed it.
I said, hey, Chino and Manny.
Nah, before something to me, I can't remember. It doesn't matter. It's all good. Get it, Steve. Get it.
Okay, number 7. We got another Batman book. This will be 3 out of my first 4. I got this a couple months, like I want to say 2 months ago, and this was actually my second copy of it. But this only because my first copy, like the dude said it was like a 9.8, and it got here and it was like a 7.
Oh, ouch!
The cover had like stuff on it, like white crap. So I sold it. Like I don't know, I probably lost like $10 on the ordeal. So it wasn't terrible.
That's not bad.
But I ended up getting this one and like a whole bunch of others for a really good price, and I already got it pressed. And I think it's 9.4, 9.6. So.
Oh.
God.
Batman 635. First appearance of Jason Todd as Red Hood. It is sick, and I'm going to get this signed by Doug Mankey because he does interior art at that con that me and Dee are going to.
Sick.
Yes, I guess I should start putting my books here until I go to the next one. So that's
yeah. I was going to put mine behind me, and I forgot all about it.
I'll say you did it for the first one, and then not any sense.
No, Mankey's on my list too for a couple different verified signatures to get slabbed when we go to Planet Comic Con. So
that'll be easy for us. We'll both be in line at the same time. I want to get this and then Green Lantern 20 to get signed.
There you go.
Hey, Comic Head, you see both?
He says he's going to be at the Planet Comic Con too.
Who is?
JP's Budget Collecting.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, hey, and I'm going to be drinking. If I'm going to be at a Comic Con all day, I'm going to bring in a little flask or something.
Sorry, I cut you off there, Carlito. What'd you say?
Oh, nothing. I was just saying, Comic Head, check out both your books you sent me up here. And then I just said, yo, JP.
All right, D, let's see what you got. Number 7.
All right, number 7. This is one that I submitted to CGC myself, and I was super pumped about it. We got the origin of the Black Suit Spider-Man in a 9.6. And I was super pumped about this one because the person that sold it to me sold it saying VF minus, and I did a pressing on it and got all the way up to 9.6. So, and the pressing was done with CCS, the parent, or the sister company of CGC, and obviously they did a hell of a job to bring it up to a 9.6. So, and I paid like $40 for the book, and damn happy with the result. So,
nice.
Got that in CS.
Very nice.
How's the color on that? It looks a little faded, but I mean it's a 9.6.
Yeah, no, the orange looks a little faded to me too. But yeah, I mean it still came as a 9.6, and I'm not gonna send it back to him and say, hey, I think the color is faded. Lower the grade, please. and it's got a really cool Frogger 2 advertisement on the back, Beyond the Pond. So that's obviously really cool. But yeah, boom. That's my.
Ooh, Manny's got us on the TV at his shop. That's awesome. What's up, everyone?
Yeah, that's like the 8th time I've been on TV in my lifetime.
Nice.
I've been on the news a few times for some non-violent crimes.
Does that book have a spine roll at all?
A tiny bit, and
mine does has a little bit. I was a little worried it was going to affect the grade.
The other thing, the cover doesn't line up with the page, like the front page here. You can see the first page, and the cover is a little lower than that. I'm pretty sure if that lined up perfectly, it would have been a 9.8. Because other than that, I mean, I don't see any flaw in the book, but there's a tiny bit of a cover roll.
Sick book.
Yeah.
Sick. Are you writing everybody's down, Steve?
Yeah, man.
Well, that's cool.
Let's do a recap for people that are just joining us.
Well, let's wait until after Carlito goes, and then we'll have our first 4.
Yeah, what the hell? What, you trying to skip me? Jeez. Come on, man. All right. This one means a lot to me for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's an homage to Hulk 181. So it's got Wolverine on it. Number 2, it's probably my favorite or second favorite artist right now. I go back and forth, but the last week or so he's been my number 1 again. So it's the Weapon H Crane exclusive variant. I think it's like 1Q or something is the number on it. But yeah, it wasn't cheap, but I got the best deal I could for it on eBay, anywhere I could find. So I know Jeffrey doesn't have this, and I wish I could get him a copy. Is he in the chat? Probably not.
Who?
Jeffrey Comic Con?
Nope.
Okay, good, because I'm sending him a package with one of these in there. But yeah, Weapon H, number 1Q, I think is what it's labeled. Clayton Crane. I just love it so much. It just pops.
Geeks, Drinks, and Comics says Crane is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys see the Batman 1000 he posted to his Instagram today?
You sent that to me.
Oh, yeah, I had to tag you in it because it's just like, damn.
Soldier says, that's sick, Carlito. I don't think I've seen that.
That is the first time I've seen it, too. That is a very cool cover. I'm going to have to look for that one on eBay when we get done here.
There's a Virgin one, too, and it's pretty sick, but, like, I like how it has all the old, like, labeling kind of as an homage to 181 on it. I like that better, so.
And then John said, nice gift, Carlito. Will freak out.
Yeah, that's the plan, John. I mean, I'm no TJ Watson, but I'm a little bit of Carlito, so we got that going.
There you go. All right, we're going to do a recap real quick. I don't know what I'm doing over here. I'm just going to
we need to find a new host.
Show them again. My 10 through 7 so far, I got Batman 181, Power Rangers number 0 signed by JDF. Number 8 is The Killing Joke, first print 9.8. And Batman 635 is my number 7. Dee Runk, his number 10 is Superman number 1, convention foil variant, CGC 9.8, signed by
Tomasi.
Then he's got number 9 is his Avengers Annual 10 CBCS 8.5, signed by Claremont. Number 8 is, I believe, the first appearance of Apocalypse, X Factor.
Number 6.
6, okay. And then number 7 is his Secret Wars number 8, CGC 9.6. Comic Head, I just sent you an invite if you wanted to jump in here, but I know you probably
Get in here, Comic Head. Get in here.
And then Carlito's 10 through 7 is Deathstroke 10. That was a variant by, who was it by?
Rob Liefeld.
Deathstroke 36 from Rebirth. That is the Matina signed. That was what he got from Comic Head. Daredevil number 36 is his number 8. And then number 7 is his Weapon H. I didn't catch a number on there, though.
It's number 1. Number 1, letter Q. So that's how it's in the listings.
Gotcha. Okay, so I guess we're back to me. We're almost halfway through the list. Oh, man, this next one. Okay, so this next one.
Batman?
What's up?
Is it Batman?
It is not.
Oh.
I had a raw copy of this. Comic Head says he's gonna jump in with his top 5.
There we go.
He said he just got one.
Party.
So let me know if you want me to resend the invite, Comic Head. So my number 6, I had a raw copy, and I sold it, and then I immediately, because I already knew, because I could get a good price on a graded copy that was like about the same or better. So I got a graded copy. Ultimate 4 CGC 9.4, and I honestly think I could crack it and get it pressed, and it'd be a 9.6, maybe even a 9.8, because it doesn't look like it was pressed. So this is my number 6.
Yeah, that's a hell of a book, man.
Thanks, man.
You're gonna. So are you? How many are you gonna bring? A lot of slabs with you to Planet Comic Con, to get maybe cracked open and pressed or signed or.
One or two. No, the rest will just be raw books, and I'm going to get signed. I have a whole bunch of books that I'm going to get signed actually, by Scotty Young that I'm not even going to get like graded. I'm just going to have them signed. Like I just got this yesterday. I thought this was. I don't know how my store had this, and no one bought it, but I found it in the box. Spider-Gwen #1, Scotty Young variant.
Dude.
And then I got like, I only have a couple of those. Silver Surfer #1, Doctor Strange #1, and then I got a Fantastic Four #2 or 3. But yeah, Ultimate Fallout 4 is my #6.
All right, my #6 was one of your honorable mentions, and it's my Amazing Spider-Man 361. And this is a real life 9.8 candidate right here. And Mark Bagley is at Planet Comic Con. I'm so pumped about that. He draws my favorite Spider-Man, and I'm gonna get him to sign this one. Get this one pressed, and yeah, or not pressed, slabbed. We're gonna have a good life together.
So wait, the artist for 361 is going to be there?
Mark Bagley.
Now I'm going to have to get mine signed and pressed as well.
There you go. We can wait in the same line to get this one signed. It's going to be great.
I love Bagley's work on Spider-Man. It's just amazing.
I never would have known that if you wouldn't have just said that, honestly.
I'm glad we talked then, because Mark Bagley is probably the one I'm looking the most forward to getting signatures from.
We're gonna have to talk and go over our list of what books we're bringing.
That is a good idea, man. We'll definitely coordinate before we go, so we're not because I'm sure I've seen something that I'm really pumped about, and you've seen something you're pumped about, and I may have overlooked, and we'll make sure we get all of our I's dotted and T's crossed and whatnot.
Dude, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there all day. I don't care, because like last time we left at like 4, and I wanted to stay longer, but I was with a friend who wanted to leave, so I'm gonna be there all day.
Nope, I'm coming from Minnesota. I'm staying until they kick me out of that motherfucker.
All right, Carlito, what you got? #6.
Well, first, I think I'm gonna send some Mark Bagley books with you. So if I don't make it, just kidding. I'm gonna try to make it first, and then. All right, my what are we on #6?
Yep.
Damn. All right.
No, yeah, #6. Yep.
If Jeffrey were here, he'd appreciate this. Incredible Hulk #340. That Tom McFarlane. It's got to be a 9.6 to a 9.8. Really, the only thing it's got like a tiny bit of a. I think if it got pressed, you wouldn't be able to notice it, but it's got like a little kind of not a roll, not a wrinkle, but just a little bit of like a lift, I think, at the top corner up here. But other than that, it's like pristine. And I got a sweet deal on it too. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I just remember I was looking for this book for years because growing up, I only collected Wolverine out of Marvel. So Incredible Hulk. Well, I guess I did get some Spider-Man.
Dude, let's see it, man.
What's that?
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Epic cover.
Classic Wolverine. I know Fire Guy would love this cover.
Sick. We're halfway through our list, guys. This is crazy. I guess it's almost been an hour, I guess. So
there we go. It's been a good hour, though.
I'm wondering if I should.
Seems like it's like 15, 20 minutes.
I know it does feel like that. I'm going to send another invite to Comic Head.
Send it.
Send it in, Jerome. Okay, number 5. So he can jump in here and whatever. That'll be good. Oh, yeah, okay. So, number 5 is another graded book. If I can get this one back in the box. I'll just come back to that.
Okay. Jerome, you're not kidding, man. Time does fly when you're going live, man.
Yeah, it does. So this next one, I've told this story many times too. I went to this bookstore, and it was last summer. And well, it's like a Hastings, if you guys know what Hastings is. And
there's a city in Minnesota called Hastings.
So it's called
Hastings, like Hastings, Nebraska.
Well, yeah, but it's like a some of their stuff's new, some of their stuff is used. You can buy stuff, sell stuff. Right?
Oh, okay.
So I went in there, and they had a whole bunch of comics, and so I was looking through it, and they had all of these books just at like cover price. And this is the book I got before I had it graded, and I got it for $3 plus 20% off because I had a 20% off coupon.
Oh, God.
Isn't that nuts?
Dude, that's a beautiful book, man.
It is. And, it's going down on, like, people's, like, hot list, and I don't give a crap. I love the book.
So good. So good.
Yeah, and
I have a super sad story about that. When I used to go to Half Price Books pretty regularly, I went in one night and before they were closing, and they had that run of the first 10 of the New 52, the Snyder run 1 through 10, and they were $1 a piece. And I was like, I don't know, I'll come back tomorrow. And I went back the next morning, they were gone.
You always got to get it like that, man.
I should have just went for it, but
that's a tough one, man. That's a tough beat to take.
For sure.
All right, am I up?
Kentickus, what's up, dude? All right, yeah, you're up, D.
All right. This is my copy of Flash 197, CBCS 9.8. That is my number 5 book. And this is another one. I don't think any of the creators for this are going to be there, but I'm going to bring it with so I can do the I want to get it in a CGC slab instead of a CBCS. So I'll bring this one in there. And if I get a 9.8 back from CGC on this book, it's going on my wall behind me and it'll stay there permanently. So, yeah, there's my number 5, y'all.
I thought that was higher on your list, honestly.
This is a first appearance and origin of Zoom Hunter Zolman.
I thought it was going to be like number 2 or 3.
Oh, no. I've got 4 other books ahead of that one.
That's pretty dope. Who did that cover?
The cover was Scott Collins. But yeah, Zoom is my favorite villain from DC at least. And I love the story. It was written by Jeff Johns. And Zoom is amazing. That's one of my favorites right there.
Barry Gary sold a CGC 9.8 copy of that for $140 last week that I almost bought.
Yeah, that's that. If I didn't already have this one, I would have went on that one.
Very nice. Very nice.
Carlito, what you got? Number 5.
Number 5. This was a more recent pickup last year. This was at Half Price Books, I think. And I want to say it was like marked for $5. Luckily, it was one of the few that was actually in a bag and board, so I didn't have to try to get the sticker off. But it's Jack Kirby special. New Gods #1. We could probably get this one graded. I don't know if you guys can hear me very well.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack Kirby goodness. I almost put my Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, the one where Jack Kirby came over to DC, the first one. I can't remember what number it was. I want to say like 155 or something, but it's in pretty bad shape, so I didn't put it on there.
So you had the first appearance of Darkseid with that Superman's pal book?
Is that the first one? I thought that was in the second one he did or something.
Oh,
I'm not sure. Actually, it might have Darkseid in it, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know too much about Superman. I only bought it because it was Jack Kirby. So, but yeah, you'd have to ask like Sam's Tangled Web or somebody with a little bit more knowledge. The only knowledge I retain in comics for the most part is Deathstroke stuff and some Batman. But other than that, like even modern books I can read and forget. Like I just don't retain it very well. I wish I could, but I don't.
I'm going to send another message. Comic Head asked where he's at.
All right, this is a good time for me to take a potty break.
He says send another invite, so I'll do it.
Comic Head must be drunk.
He went to his brother's house, so probably.
Hey, Steve, did you see my nice?
Oh, nice. John, how about we just get you in here anyways? Let's just do it. Let's just get crazy. Let's get 5 people in here and we'll all do our top 5.
John Thomas with? Oh, Comic Head.
What's up, brothers?
Comic Head, what up, dude?
Oh, brother, living the dream.
What's up, Comic Head?
Good to see you guys. Great show thus far.
Appreciate it.
I've been thoroughly stimulated thus far.
I gotta look through.
Give me a moment to get my bearings here.
Yeah, I know the beard's probably turning you on, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to collect myself after seeing Carlito, dressed to the nines like that.
I did it all for Matty Thanatos, all for him.
What does that mean?
Doing his own thing tonight, I guess. I just got a notification that he just went live.
Yeah, it was called "You're Dead to Me." I was concerned. What does that mean?
Yeah, I saw
you going live in our chat. We'll lose all our people.
I know.
I thought
stay here.
When I saw that Thanatos, "You're dead to me," I thought that was a private message.
Ha ha ha! Well played.
Oh my God, this video is
well played, sir.
his wife doing something to his back.
Oh, I heard about this waxing situation. Interesting.
All right, Comic Head. So did you already gather up your top 5?
I guess. Just know this is on short notice, so I don't know. Let me see. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. This one shouldn't be in the top 5. Let's see. What number are you guys on so far? 5?
We're on number 5.
You're on 5. Okay. All right, then. I'm just going to roll with this top 5 then.
You just invite John up in here too?
John? John's Comics with Kids?
I invited him. We'll see if he shows up.
There you go.
That'd be cool.
The more the merrier, I always say, right?
What up, Biggie Shack? Everyone in the chat, good to see you guys. Please drop a big leg drop on that like button. If you could, a big boot to that like button, brother. Sorry, I've been in like super old school pro wrestling mode lately. I'm getting really fired up about it.
Hey, Biggie Shack. Listen here, Biggie Shack. We're not going to do the full tutorial right now, but we're going to hook up one of these days, and I'll talk you through it, and we will get you in on a live, man. I need an unfiltered live brought to you in person, Biggie Shack.
For sure.
Give him a hot tag, brother. I agree. Hot tag.
I'll be sitting there dying, crawling to the corner.
Told her to say caress the like button.
How dare you?
No way, man. Leg drop that shit.
Hey, however you get to the like button, just get to it.
Yeah.
Like it, caress it, leg drop it, lick it. I don't care.
All right, ready for my number 5?
Hold on.
Oh, hold up. Hold up.
Jeez.
We just had 3 minutes in our match.
Dee Runk, Comic Head, and Burke. This is insane.
Hey, John.
I was going to sub for you, and then it was like, no, he's going to make it. So now I don't know what the heck I'm doing here.
Where's your top 5 comics in your collection is what you're going to do.
I got 5 pulled out. I don't know if they're the top 5. It's just the 5 that I grabbed closest to me, but I think they're going to make a good list. Carlito, I'm sorry that Deathstroke is buried over there, so I didn't get him.
It's okay.
Right, so most of us are doing our top 5 favorite comic books. John is doing his top 5 closest comic books. But it all works. It's all good.
I think they are probably my favorites. I knew that you were getting, so I started running around while I have Matt waxing his back going on over here. And I was trying to help Jeff Comic 813 figure out how to do live streams over here. But I was watching you guys primarily on the main screen.
So, John, your top 5 are probably Kate's books, right?
Yeah, I just go into her collection and pull out all of the all new Wolverine books. Those are the top 5.
I can't wait to see Comic Head 84's top 5 gonna be all Batman books. So go ahead and jump in right in with your number 5, bro.
It's not all 5.
My number 5.
Comic Head's gonna go first, and then you, John.
Okay, you go, Comic Head. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. Batman is not even going to make an appearance on this list.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
All right. That's right. I'm hulking up, big dude. Number 5. Hold on. I got to close this because I have Thanatos getting his back waxed in the background.
I know. We all got to get off of this.
It's really disturbing. It was more disturbing than I thought it was going to be. Okay.
It's way too. The camera angle's bad.
Yeah, it looks
trying to make like a rug or something.
At a quick glance, I wasn't sure if it was Thanatos and Melody or Ray J and Kim Kardashian. It has like a real hotel vibe, sketchy situation happening.
You're getting great.
All right, here it is, guys. There's some sentimentality to my picks here. This is Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 3. And this one has made my list because the Marvel Milestone, I think they call Marvel Masterworks version of this book. I read the hell out of it as a kid. It's like a cool story of Spider-Man trying out for the Avengers, and they're like, all right, well, we got a mission for you. Like the litmus test to see if you can get into the Avengers is you got to go wrangle up the Hulk, capture the Hulk. So he does that. What's happened? What do I miss?
I'm looking at John.
You can't leave Carlito alone like this.
Oh, there you go.
I thought that was Rob the Rican at first.
Comic Head. Yo, Comic Head.
That is a great book, Comic Head.
No, I know you got that sharp hack on, Carlito.
Hey,
yo,
can you move that closer to you for us portrait challenge, folks?
portrait challenged? Oh,
Yeah, my phone is stuck on portrait. Thank you.
yes.
Oh.
What's that?
Yeah, he almost dropped that shit.
I know. You know what you're asking me to do here, brother?
I'm pitting out. I'm pitting out right now.
Respect.
All right. So there it is. How dope is that cover? I mean, that cover.
The colors are sharp.
Yeah, and I think this is Ramita, if I'm not mistaken. Ramita or Kirby.
Does he have a nose? If he has a nose, it's not Ramita.
Does it say it on the slab?
Oh, good call. Doesn't say cover, but it says Ramita, Don Heck, and Esposito art. So I think that means it's Ramita, because it would either be Ramita or Kirby during this era of Spider-Man. So there it is. I love big splashy battle covers like that. So this is number 5 for me.
Very good.
So, did I do it right?
Johnny, my boy.
John, I knew you had a little bit of class in you somewhere. I like it.
And Carlito, that's so awesome. I'm so happy to hear that that signed Deathstroke cover made your wall, homie. That's awesome.
Of course.
It was number 9 on his list.
Yeah, I was pumped to send it to him. I was like, I need to get this to Carlito.
Oh yeah.
And I had a bunch of that cover, but you know, obviously I had the one signed one. And I felt like
jump in here, John. Just jump in here. What is that? John, we can't hear you, John.
Jeez.
We can't hear you.
look at his microphone's busted.
Sorry, Mike was muted. I was trying to be polite.
Oh.
What do
This
you
is
got?
my Hulk 180. It is my book number 5. I just snagged this recently. And yeah, I'm super pumped to have this in the collection. Oh, I'm a big Wolverine fan. That was my first big comic book love. Came from those early Wolverine. I still like him with the whiskers and the blue and yellow costume, but there he is. There you go.
I approve.
Let's see. I don't know if that'll tilt very well, but there you go. This is what Comic Head needs. He needs a little stand here.
Yeah, I bet the fire guy would love that.
Just let me get that up a little higher. There we go.
That's an awesome book, though.
Top 4's coming. Top 4's coming.
I'll never be able to buy a 181, but I can do a 180.
There you go. Okay.
It's a lumberjack match. Too many beards in the room.
So this next book, you guys all know me, so you guys are not going to be shocked when I show you this. I've said a million times why I like the book so much, even though it's not worth anything to most people or anyone. But it's the first book I remember reading as a kid. Batman 497, 9.6.
Absolutely.
Bane. So that's my number 4.
Can't blame you there, homie. Great book.
I always hated that story, like, Bane got his, but not from Batman. Like, it was Azrael Batman that wound up whooping his ass. Like I know they fought since then, but, you know, like, Bane didn't get his ass kicking from Bruce Wayne, like, in that storyline. Like, that needed to happen, in my opinion. But very cool book.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Azrael is still pretty awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love Azrael Batman. Like, that was a cool Batman, and the costume was super 90s. Like, I love that, but it took a little way away from the, you know, I wanted Batman to whoop it, like Bruce Wayne to beat it.
All right, D, you're up.
I'm up.
Number 4.
All right. We've got my favorite webhead here. We got my Scarlet Spider first appearance, CGC 9.8.
That's a derogatory term, by the way, webhead.
Oh, I apologize.
I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, I love Scarlet Spider. I mean, I've been reading him all weekend, even just because I keep talking about him, and like I reread most of his stuff, and I love Scarlet Spider. It's my favorite. It was a cool story from the '90s, and I love this book, and very excited to have it in 9.8. And this is one of the few covers that has a cool ad on the back. It's got that Maximum Carnage video game advertisement on the back. So there is my number 4.
Very cool. Very cool.
Good pick.
Carlito, number 4. What you got?
What I got? I got Daredevil 141. I believe it's third appearance of Bullseye. I believe.
Oh, nice. The yellow cover era of Daredevil.
Nice and clean and crisp, John. Real nice and clean and crisp.
That's gorgeous. The red is so popping in that yellow.
I don't have a single Daredevil book in my collection, so that's pretty nice to look at.
For shame.
Hey, I've got 2 of these. Maybe I'll send you my my low grade copy.
Yeah, and Burke, I would say if you're a fan of Batman, you would really dig Daredevil because he's street level like Batman. Frank Miller has also contributed to some epic storylines for Daredevil as well as Batman. And like, yeah, you get some dark tones. You know, his love interest was addicted to heroin. Like, it's not fuzzy stuff. You know, it can get pretty. And you know, it's one of the coolest things I've heard said about Daredevil. I think maybe Frank Miller said it. He said most heroes are defined by what they can do. Hey, Superman can fly. Spider-Man can climb walls. Daredevil's the one hero that when you describe him, the first thing you describe is something he can't do. Oh, yeah, he's the guy he can't see. So it's just, I don't know, interesting. I always got a kick out of that. And so that's my pitch. Buy some Daredevil.
Well, they were saying that, like, Batman and Daredevil should actually have, like, opposite names based on, like, who they are. Because, like, Daredevil is the one who can't see. And Batman is obviously, that should be the name for someone who can't see.
That's funny.
Plus, you get Frank Miller. Either way, the best. I think some of the best stuff you're going to get from Daredevil, or the best stuff you're going to get from Batman, is going to be that Frank Miller stuff. Year One or Born Again. Those are just iconic storylines from both those guys.
They both have horns on their head too. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I almost put that.
And they're like women who torture them.
I almost put Frank Miller in my list, but I didn't want to do all Daredevil, so.
All right, what you got for number 4?
Who's up?
Comic Head.
Oh, I'm up. So I was just okay. Let's see. What up, Comics Miss Explain? Good to see you, sir. My number 3 book in my collection is going to be '90s X-Men 1.
Yeah.
Signed
by the man, Chris. Hold on, I can't see myself. Can you see me? Signed by Chris Claremont.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I want to get his sig on some books, man.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is I got these signed like a couple of years ago before I really got bit with the collecting bug that I'm in the middle of now. And I just randomly grabbed these. Like, I'm scared to know what the condition of these books are because they're just like I'm in a whole different mindset.
They mean something to you. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that really is true. I would never consider, I haven't even. CGC was probably around at that con, and they probably could have, witnessed this and all that. But whatever, that wasn't even on my radar. But I got these signed, and it would be really cool if I got every single connecting cover signed.
Now you're getting greedy.
Yeah, right. But this
Did
is always
he charge you for those?
He didn't. Nope. And you know what's crazy is
That's
there was no one in line. I walk by and I just see Chris Claremont sitting by himself at a desk.
freaking stupid, man. That's crazy.
Not only that, his last name was spelled wrong on the table.
Jesus.
I'm like, Chris, this is blasphemy, sir. I'm like, your name's spelled wrong. And I went to like put the name thing down, and he goes, no, leave it there. He's like, I think it's funny. He's like, he seemed to have, I guess, a sense of humor about it, but he did seem a little salty. But anyway, yeah, he signed it. Boom. Very happy to add these to the collection.
That's another dude that'll be at Planet Comic Con, which I'm really looking forward to meeting and getting some signatures from.
Oh, I need to get a Gambit first appearance of Gambit signed by him. I need to get a raw copy first, though.
I used to have a first appearance of Gambit. It was a good book. I sent it away to Jeffrey Comic-Con as a gift.
I saw the video.
It was so stupid.
Your only copy, John?
That was my only copy. The funny thing was, though, right after I sent it, I went into Thanatos' chat because he does those things where he opens up was it Comic Pro, the website where he can go through and tell you the price of books based on certain grades or whatever. Yeah. And I went in and I said, okay, just tell me how much money I just threw to Jeffrey. I want to know what this book was worth. And I went through and he was breaking it down for me. And then all of a sudden I get a ping on my Instagram from TJ Watson. And he's like, wait, I thought you had that book. And I was like, no, I just sent it to Jeffrey as a gift. He's like, no, you didn't. I got another one coming. So he's going to send me the same book I just sent to Jeffrey. He's going to send it back to me.
Sweet.
The Slab Dragon upped me before I even sent the dang book out. He upped me.
Nice.
You can't say anything around that guy.
Hi.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi,
girl.
Hello.
All right, you go to bed.
Why?
Because it's bedtime.
Why aren't you going to bed?
Because I'm still having fedora time here with Carlito.
Fedora
time. All right,
my daughters are
my turn.
Fedora time with John.
Fedora time. It's got to happen. Although I don't think this is technically a fedora, but whatever.
No. Yeah.
Yours, I think, is.
It'll count.
All right, John. What's your number 4, bro?
This is like the second slab I bought ever. This is The Death of Gwen Stacy. I think smarter comic historians than I have called this like the beginning of the Copper Age, the Bronze Age, the official time when we realized maybe heroes couldn't save the woman they loved. This story broke my heart when I first read it, and I never owned it. I just read the graphic novel a billion times, and then my wife got this and the follow-up novel comic for me for my birthday a year ago. And I absolutely adore the story and this book in particular. And yeah, so this is ASM 121.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Great book, John. That's a really good one.
Hey, and tell your wife she did a good job. That is really cool. That's a really cool.
She knew I'd been looking for a while, and then but the prices were insane. And then a guy had this and the other, the 122, The Death of Green Goblin, and he was selling it for about what I was seeing for the 121. So it was like, okay, now I can bite the bullet if it's like I'm getting this whole other book with it.
Nice.
I was just putting on my Instagram that we're down to our top 3. So people
Top 3.
All deadly.
And question for Carlito in the chat here. Maybe he can weigh in on this. Soldier Only was asking, what makes a hat a fedora hat as opposed to like a top hat? You know, is it all
Indiana Jones? Indiana Jones makes it a fedora.
So the wearer makes it.
Yeah, that'd be a fair answer.
All right, there you have it, Soldier Only. I would wager to say it's the brim, but
Okay, all right. So my number 3. So I got this. Pretty good price. Paid $50 for it, and then I got it pressed.
boom.
It was already on the list for Dee Runk, but I need to get mine graded as well. I think it's about the same grade as his. Mine's not a newsstand like his, though.
The secret's out.
So, secret war great.
Hey, Burke, I'm not messing with you. I did not know that this is a newsstand.
How did you not know that?
Oh my god!
I saw that as soon as you showed it.
Oh,
I'm not good at
cooler.
I overlook newsstand a lot myself, actually, too. Oh my God! Look who just showed up into the chat from the Temple of Doom.
This is an official one too. It's even got, it's on the inside. It's the Indiana Jones official. When I was a kid, I was super into. My parents got it. It still barely fits. My head didn't grow. Apparently, my brain didn't grow past a certain age.
Where do you keep the whip?
I do have a whip, but that's because I'm a teacher, so I need it.
Do you have the leather jacket too?
No, I have a cheap knockoff.
That's awesome.
All right, Dee. Let's see number 3. I can't wait to see 3 more Supermans.
It's only 2 more. All right, I have my Avengers JLA crossover number 4, where you got Superman holding Captain America's shield
And the hammer.
George Perez artwork and
a 9.8.
9.8. And this is I love the story on this. I have the trade paperback, but this is probably my favorite comic book cover that I own. You can't beat Superman holding the Cap shield and Thor's hammer. That is just so cool. And
That's
it was cool. Yeah.
Wow. I've never seen that cover. That's George Perez?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
And I heard the story was actually pretty good. Most of those crossover Marvel DC crossovers aren't any good, but I heard that one was pretty good.
Yeah, it was fun. They were all trying to find like different artifacts from powerful artifacts from Marvel and DC. And in this book, like Superman relented the leadership role to Captain America, and Cap said, "Hey, here you go. Here's a shield." Thor tossed him the hammer. Superman was able to hold it. Like, what a cool book, you know?
Yeah, that's cool.
And it makes me wish that Marvel and DC could still play with each other. Like, I don't think it'll ever happen again, but what a cool book. This is one of my favorites. This is my 3rd favorite.
When there's enough money on the table, they can always play nicely.
Well, that's the part though, is they have to share the profits from each book, and it makes it hard for them to stomach it. But it would be a cool thing to do for the fans.
Sick book.
Yeah.
Carlito.
All right, my number 3 is Amazing Spider-Man 33. Steve Ditko. Greatness. Amazing.
Oh,
Good God, that looks so crisp, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty crisp.
God, the colors are so sharp.
Trying to get Reggie to freaking get one. He doesn't have one yet.
There's like 6 different blues on that cover. That's amazing.
Yeah, it looked great online, but it's even more gorgeous in person. It's just iconic. It's the moment where freaking Peter Parker defies his own knowledge of his own strength, and I don't know. It means a lot to me, even though I'm not the biggest Marvel fan. Like Spider-Man, yeah, they got that right. So
Bueller was talking about that book just the other day about how it's the moment when Peter Parker really became like a man.
Yes. Yeah.
He had been a kid up to that point, and then he really had to own the lesson that Uncle Ben taught him.
It's so inspiring. I mean, Reggie did a whole freaking video on it, so, And by the way, that was after I told him he should get it, which he didn't know about it. It was like, seriously, dude? He didn't even give me a shout out. But whatever. I think he's just mad because I keep randomly sending him messages. Hey, did you get them legs slabbed and put up yet?
Oh.
And he just ignores me.
Because he knows he's not going to do it. He's not going to put a DC book on that wall.
Nope. He had it up there for like a day. All right, Comic Head, number 3. What you got, bro?
Okay, so my number 3 book is The Living Lean Cookbook. It not only changed how I eat, but it changed my relationship to food, which is really important. Oh, comic books? My bad. My number 3.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Thank you. But all right. Sorry. Next. I'm just giving it a shot. Number 3,
real, brother.
Watchmen. Watchmen, number 1, guys.
A 9.6 too. Oh.
Yeah, nice grade. Man, this book was like a real game changer.
Two hands, always 2 hands.
I know. I'm trying to and let me make sure it's in portrait mode. Watchmen's awesome. This is a high grade book. Game changer, like I said. And I don't know if you guys had caught. I made a video for Comic Books NYC, his contest thing, where he wanted us to tell a story about comics, I guess. And I told him, man, what got me back into comics in my early 20s after a long hiatus was reading graphic novels like Watchmen, Preacher, at this overnight 7-Eleven gig, So this got me back in the game, So yeah, it's a special book, and one of my faves. So Watchmen numero uno, and I'm so pumped for that HBO show. Oh my god.
Dude, I used to have the whole run 1 through 12 of Watchmen.
You do?
Used to.
Used to. Interesting. Hopefully you got a decent amount of coin for it. It doesn't go for that much. $100?
Yep.
I would have given you $100 for it if they were in good grade. Not a bad deal.
All right, so you guys were talking about Darkseid earlier. So here's the first cameo appearance of Darkseid. It's CBCS 6.5 Jimmy Olsen's Superman's ex-pal Jimmy Olsen, issue 131. 134, sorry. And I bought this for my buddy because it had a Neil Adams sketch and right here of Darkseid's face. I don't know how well that shows up on this.
Yeah, it shows up good.
In the dark space here on the corner, he actually drew Darkseid's face and signed. And I was like, this is what that book actually needed, was Darkseid's face on the cover. Other than that, it's just a moment on a TV screen, but you put his face on the cover, and now it's worthy of a slab.
With that gold label too, man, that's sick.
Yeah, I mean, I love the character Darkseid. He's got a really muddled first few appearances, and I have the second cameo, but it's like those TV appearances are so frustrating. I really want to get a Forever People #1. But just the sketch, the remark on it was like, yes, that's the one I gotta have.
That's amazing. I love that.
It's dope.
Dee Runk approved.
It's my only DC book, sadly. So I'm sorry if I didn't.
Oh, top 2. And you guys are actually going to be shocked that my number 2 is my last Batman book on my whole list. Batman 386.
Black Mask.
Yep.
Ooh.
I'm going to get that graded too at some point.
I feel like I haven't read enough Black Mask stories. I feel like I must be missing a pivotal one because I only know of him as kind of like an ancillary character. Is there a defining run for that guy?
Black Mask is dope.
I don't know, but his first appearance is actually legit. It makes sense to you. You know what I mean? Like why he wears a black mask and
it's made from his dad's casket or something like that, right?
Yep.
That's a really cool concept. I like that.
I think he wears a fedora sometimes too, if I'm not.
I'm in. I'm so in.
Oh, this is fantastic.
All right, am I up?
You are up, Dee Runk.
All right. This is a big sentimental pick for me. This is my 9.8 CGC of X-Men Alpha. I absolutely loved the Age of Apocalypse storyline as a kid. And
shiny cover.
Oh yeah. Well, and I have the gold like rainbow variant. And I was just looking for it. I can't find it at the moment. I put it away. But you know, just this is one that I personally submitted to CGC, and getting it back at a 9.8. You know, I nearly jumped through the roof when I saw that. And it's got a front and back cover, which I always love on a slabbed comic book. And it's Roger Cruz draws a hell of a Wolverine.
Oh yeah, he does.
And you know, he doesn't get mentioned a lot with like the great artists and whatnot, but
he always does that like feral Wolverine. Yeah. It always seems extra like beastly.
Yeah, no, he definitely looks like he just broke out of the zoo. But yeah, yeah, one of my favorite runs, and this is one that I had to pull down off my wall to do this book or do this list.
Definitely, as far as shiny covers go, that really is just a real primo shiny cover, man. That thing is legit.
That's so 90s right there.
So like, Marvel just recently started doing their Age of X-Men, and they did an Age of X-Men Alpha, and I just was hoping to God that they would make a chromium cover, like to pay homage to X-Men Alpha. Oh. And they dropped the ball on that one, in my opinion, because chromium covers are amazing.
I'm pretty sure Bueller would approve of that one.
Yes, he would.
All right. Comic Head, you're up, bro.
Comic Head, okay. Number 2.
Whoa.
Oh, wait, Carlito. How dare you? See? You got me all mixed up.
Carlito. I'm skipping Carlito. I don't know what the deal is, man.
Why are you doing that to me?
I was just following orders, Carlito. I'm sorry.
You're just in a flyover state anyways.
I think you're just doing it because you know my last Deathstroke book is coming up at my number 2.
Oh man.
Yeah. This is the like 9.6, John, that I didn't send you.
No, I'm glad you didn't send me something better than the one you sent me. That would freak. I may have to turn it around and resend it.
I mean, the one I sent you is not bad, but it's
gorgeous.
That was basically like my second reader copy. But yeah, this one right here, I got a steal on it way back when nobody gave a rat's ass about Deathstroke. It was like $60 on eBay. And yeah, if I could send this in or get it graded on site, it wouldn't be lower than a 9.4, but really there's only like a corner that could be pressed probably, and then it would be a 9.6 easy. So yeah, Teen Titans number 2. Like if I could get Marv Wolfman or George Perez to autograph, oh god. If I could die tomorrow, and I'd be all right.
I keep talking to my LCS owner because Marv lives nearby, and he comes into my shop, but like not with any like schedule. He just sort of shows up when he wants. And I keep trying to get him to like, hey, just schedule an event, have people just come because people will show up.
Oh, people, yeah, for sure. Like for a while there, I was part of this like Marv Wolfman fan group online. I think it was like MySpace or something. That's way back.
Well, like my LCS was like, yeah, it's hard to convince Marv to do it because Marv honestly believes like nobody would show up. That's his mentality. He's like, nobody. He's like, I don't know how many people would care.
Yeah, right.
And I think I even told you I bought a graphic novel version of that Judas Contract Teen Titans, right? And it was signed by Marv because he would come in whenever he goes to my LCS. He just signs any of the graphic novels that he worked on, and they just put them back on the shelf at cover price. They're just sitting there.
Yeah.
So I was like, yes, I'm buying that one. And I was like, let me know if he signs any other ones. I'll just buy all of them. Because I want to read them anyways, you know.
Let me know too, and I'll buy half of them off you.
You know what? I legitimately will. I for sure will. I'll just gift it to you. I owe you a bit like 7 or 8 of those at least for the book you sent me.
You don't owe me nothing. Thanatos owes me them legs though.
All right, now I think it is you, Comic Head.
Okay, it's my turn.
Everybody else has muted their cameras. I don't know, our microphones. I don't know if they're playing.
And I guess the angle that I'm taking with this, because I was on somewhat short notice, but I'm going the milestone approach. You know, Watchmen was important to me. Just the time that book itself, as opposed to is it like the coolest one in the collection? I don't know. But this one, I gotta put my first comic book that I ever owned, that I ever bought. I'm just gonna hold it.
Eric Larson, baby! I freaking love Eric Larson.
Larson ASM, which that's my Spider-Man. You know, I recognize like Ramita's probably objectively the best drawn Spider-Man. I really love that, but that's my Spider-Man.
What number is that?
348. 348, and much like where is it? And much like this one, I just had a thing for like big team splash covers, you know.
And look at the colors though on both of those. The reds pop, the whites pop, the greens pop.
Yeah, man. This was such a fun read too. Sandman's like a member of the Avengers at this time. You can see in, you know, I pointed out.
Great read. I fully agree. I've got that whole run there of Larson. It's so good.
There's a pen or pencil indentation on his head from his tracing Spider-Man drawings and stuff on it. Damn, I love this book.
Did you see? I showed when I was boxing up my Uncanny X-Men that I pulled out the first appearance of Bishop, and I was like, I want you to see exactly the same thing Comic Head was talking about on his show. And I held up my first appearance of Bishop, and you can see the pencil marks all over that first appearance of Bishop. And I beat that book with my pencil.
Okay, cool.
It's not just you, Kenny. It's not just you.
Good. And this also started my infatuation with She-Hulk, too. I love me some She-Hulk. A lot of stuff started from this issue. So,
dude, even the white in the background pops on that. That's pretty nice.
I know. This was from a spinner rack at Shaw's Supermarket. I don't even know if you guys have that in your neck of the woods. Maybe it's a New England thing, but supermarket spinner rack.
We don't have supermarkets out here.
Damn, roughing it, brother.
That's a great book, brother. I thought I'd be the only one holding up a Eric Larson book. Yeah. So I'm glad that your number 2 is an Eric Larson, because my number 2 is an Eric Larson.
Nice.
This is the first appearance of the Savage Dragon right here, baby. I love me some Savage Dragon, Eric Larson. The first 2 appearances of the Dragon are like insanely expensive, like thousands of dollars. They're like, because they were published this real independent publisher where there were only like maybe a few hundred copies made. This one is a little more easy to find. It's Megaton number 3. But this is the first time he's called the Savage Dragon, and I've been collecting that character for a really long time. I love me some Eric Larson, and I'm super pumped to have this book. I'm a freak for Eric Larson and the Savage Dragon.
I love that cover, man.
Anything with Savage Dragon, I'm probably gonna buy it.
And that still to me is like one of the best depictions of Savage Dragon too. Like the short fin is cool. And like almost like Hulk style, he's like barefoot with ripped jeans. I like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Savage Dragon.
Dee Runk, I like what you're getting at here. We got to try to guess everyone else's number 1s here.
Oh, that's why we went mute. I see.
What?
Is that why you muted? You're talking over there, going number 1s.
I'm not muted, am I?
No, before when it was earlier. Not now.
I was messing up stuff. I don't know.
I muted because I had to pee and then I forgot to unmute, so I kept talking and I wasn't unmuted. But I'm unmuted now.
Are you going in a bottle or something? Or?
No, but hey, my bathroom is like right next to where I'm filming, so I didn't want everyone to hear a toilet flush in the background.
I'm sure I know what 2 of your guys' number 1s are. Should I spoil what I think they are or not?
Yeah.
if you know what mine is, say it like right before I hold it up.
Okay. I'll do the same thing with John. I'm 100% positive I know what John's number one is.
I know what.
Oh, he knows. Well, I might fool you. We'll see.
I don't think so.
All right.
Reverse psychology is not going to work on me, brother.
Nobody will get mine.
I'm assuming it's a Clayton Crane cover, that Venom with the fist. No? Okay. All right, I'll go first. We got the first appearance of Deathstroke. Oh, I mean Deadpool.
Very cool.
Wow.
It's my number one. It's probably like 8.5 or 9.0. I got it for $60. So my LCS owner had it for like $150, and I kept talking. I'm like, dude, I want this, but I don't want to pay that. He's like, I'll sell it to you for $100. I'm like, sweet. And then right before my birthday, my brother-in-law went in there. He's like, hey, I just want to give a $40 credit for my brother-in-law for his birthday. So I went in there to get this. He's like, yeah, you got $40 in store credit, so I just paid $60.
Nice.
How long ago was that?
What's that?
How long ago was that when you bought that book?
November.
Wow, so that's pretty recent to get it at that price.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy, I think.
Now,
Soldier only says burst wings already.
Now, is that really your number one book, or did you just pick that because Carlito's in the chat?
Whatever.
Oh, that really is my number one. If you go back to my top 18 of 2018, it was number one. So I went and I looked at my list, and I was like, okay, well, because I got a couple of books since then, so I kind of moved some stuff around. So, yeah,
it's a great book. I totally well done.
Yeah, I'm actually disappointed.
I knew you would be, and I'm sorry. You're up. So let me know right before you're about to pull it up, and I'll tell you what I think it is.
All right, what is it?
It's your Action Comics 1000.
Yes, sir. This is my Berg Nasty and Comic Head have seen it too many times, but this is my Dan Jurgens custom sketch cover on Action Comics 1000. He's holding the Death of Superman cape in the background, kind of like it's like he did with the American flag and so many different covers. And this is I had this done in person, and it is my absolute favorite comic book.
Sick, dude.
Yeah,
That's a winner.
Oh yeah, no, he was in. There's this really low budget Comic Con in Minnesota called Spring Con, and he lives in Minnesota, and he was there, and yeah, I had to get in touch with him beforehand, and yeah, he thought it was a cool idea, and he did it for me, and yeah, it's my absolute favorite book. So
did he do it right in front of you?
What's that?
Did he draw that right in front of you, or did you find that online, or what?
No, I had it done in person. Yeah. So I mean, I watched him draw some of it, but you know, he had a lot of people coming up for autographs, and he does free autographs. He's one of those guys that isn't a prick about like, hey, you need to pay $300 just to take his picture, and
Neil Adams.
yeah. So he remembers people's names and whatnot. Like, he's just a cool dude. And but yeah, so I watched him draw a little bit of it, but and then I went and did some shopping, and but yeah, he really cool dude. He actually knocked a bunch of the price off of this book, and he at first, when I told him what I wanted him to do, he was like, that's a little bit more than what we would do for a sketch convention. But then when I told him about the cape that I wanted him to hold, he was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to do that for you. And, that's just, this is, it would be really hard to convince me to sell this book. Like, I would only be able to do it if I was able to line up a replacement, to be done in its place. So
that's a lifer for sure.
Oh yeah. So there's my number one.
Dude, Dee Runk, I gotta say that's probably the coolest Superman sketch I've seen. That's freaking awesome, man.
Dude, I strained over that for like weeks. Like, what am I gonna do to my Action Comics 1000? And that classic image of Superman holding a cape kept coming in my head, or holding a flag came in my head. But Dan Jurgens did the Death of Superman, and having him hold that tattered cape on a pole, like it to me, that just made perfect sense. And it's truly a one of a kind. Like, this is a limit 1 of 1 edition cover. So yeah, that's my favorite comic book. And then CBCS, I sent it to them, and they had it in their possession for 8 fucking months. I was really ready to drive down to their new headquarters in Dallas and break open their door and take it back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's sick, dude. I'm jealous.
Me too.
Love that book.
Carlito.
All right. This one goes out to Fire Guy Ryan. It's the first cameo of my second favorite character ever. So Hulk 180. John, we're 180 brothers now.
Yeah, we are, brother.
Yours is a little bit better condition than mine, but I don't care.
There's a hole in the back of mine. I'll have to show you at some point.
Okay, yeah, maybe not then. But when I got this, it just it meant so much to me. I mean, I just didn't think a comic book could really mean that much, especially like Grails, But yeah, this one and the Spider-Man 33, the ASM 33, and then of course the new Teen Titans #2. Those are definitely my top 3. And yeah,
that makes sense, man.
I'm almost cool with never getting a 181 because to me, technically, I've got Wolverine's first appearance. Even if they want to call it a cameo, don't care. You can't find him in a book before this. You go to 181, you can find him in this one. That's
Nice. Comic Head 84.
Okay, so I'm gonna go again with the milestone route here, because until I can get myself, hopefully by the end of this year, Silver Surfer 4, FF48, Batman 251. Those, hopefully I can get those by the end of this year, because that would definitely be in this list. But until then, these all have been milestone books thus far. The one that got me back into reading in adulthood, Watchmen. My very first book. What happened to Dee Runk?
Did you see the chat?
No.
He's taking a guess.
The book that got me into reading comics, ASM. The book that got me into collecting comics last year and technically got me into making YouTube videos and all that stuff, hanging out at the house. I don't know what prompted me to start fishing around through YouTube and watch comic videos, but I'm watching some and I see in the background this, I think to me, random book. I'm like, why is that book in the back? It's not that old. It's in the background of all these people's videos. I have that book because I have that whole run. And little did I know I had Batman.
Dee Runk.
Well, you're right, Dee Runk. It's my stunt book when I want to say, look what I got. 'Cause I don't have that many of those look what I got kind of books, But this one, it's probably the most dollar value, I think, of what I have. I'm a huge Batman fan. I am a big Harley Quinn fan. And yeah, this one is that got me down the rabbit hole of what else is in all my long boxes. I started fishing through. I went through all my price guides after years and years. I'm like, I have no idea what I really have because I never looked at it through a collector's lens before. And this book is kind of what made me do it. And BA12, you're right, Dee Runk.
Bob, do you want?
But hey, you know what though? That has double meaning. Not only is it valuable, it's first Harley Quinn, like that was from a collection that you had already.
Yeah,
like,
right.
You bought that when it came out. Like that trumps so many other books that you have in your collection.
Yeah. Look, the whole
personal.
I love that video that you made on those.
Yeah.
So, but seeing that book in other people's videos and then realizing like why is that stupid book that I bought when I was a kid in everyone's videos, and finding out that you have a very key book. Like, hell yeah, dude. That is definitely I knew that would be your number one.
Yeah, it was. Thank you.
Burke is wrong. I can already tell what he's hinting at. So Burke, I had that other book and it's sitting right there, but it's not this one. So I owned this one first. I bought this one as the very first book I bought off eBay. This is X-Men 94. I have the one you thought I was going to pick, Burke. It's sitting right here. I think he was thinking maybe this one would show. No. This one means more to me. This one means more to me because obviously, it was the book that I made the first team in their own title, but it was like, for me, the story meant a lot to me. And then, of course, this is the beginning of Chris Claremont and that run that means a whole lot to me. And so for me, this book has always been more important personally. And I've had this one in my collection for a whole lot longer. And so, it was always the book that when I flipped through my collection of X-Men, it was like, I always pause and look at that one. Because it's like, oh, I have one of those. And obviously everyone, I wanted the giant size for later on, but like this one it just meant a whole lot more to me.
So tell me more about that book, because I'll be honest, DC guy here.
So Wolverine first appears in 180 and 181, and then the X-Men title was kind of bombing, and they had started reprinting like X-Men 90 or something through 93. It's all like reprinted issues from before. They just didn't know what to do with it. And then they decided they were going to do an international team with Russians and Africans and Germans and Native Americans and Canadians and Irishmen. It's all thrown together in this new team. So they unveiled them in the Giant Size X-Men 1, and then they changed the name of the all new, all different X-Men in this issue 94. So they sort of launched it here in X-Men 94. And then writer Chris Claremont came on. This is the first book in the run that he wrote. And then he was on the run for 13 years, writing every issue of the Uncanny X-Men.
So, John, me and Burke Nasty are going to see him at Planet Comic-Con at the end of March. And now, if you trust one of us enough, I would get that signed for you. For real.
I'm hoping that he's going to end up coming to WonderCon Anaheim, because I'm doing WonderCon Anaheim this year. So I'm just going to hold out hope that he shows up for that, because I want it done I want to do it in person. I want to meet the guy. I want to just be like, I want to have that moment, even if it's just a 2-second conversation where he's exhausted and wants his coffee and he's brushing me away. I don't care. I want that moment.
There you go.
I've always really liked that book too, because it's a very valuable book, and it's not like a key appearance of a character really per se, but it's like which is becoming a rarer thing now. Of it's key because it's the first of the writer of Chris Claremont, and I feel like that's kind of a lost art. I feel like that, what is it? First Frank Miller on Daredevil used to be a really hot key, because it was first. I feel like all the keys now are first appearances of characters in the story.
Totally. Yeah.
But first, writer or artist used to be more of a key factor, and that definitely applies to 94.
Yeah, for me,
they said Soldier, or who was it? Biggie Shack wants to know who won, who has the best.
Was this a competition? I didn't know.
I didn't know it was a competition either. So
I can pull the Giant Size X-Men out if it went.
All right, here's what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to read back my list. Dee Runk, do you know your list? Do you want to read it, or do you want me to read yours?
Yeah, you read mine, and I'll hold them up.
Carlito, do you want me to read yours?
Yeah.
Comic at 84. He's not
Sure.
in.
I'm here. You can read them, sure.
John, you want me to read yours too?
You got them all written. Did you write them all down? Jeez, somebody's been working hard over there.
Okay, I want to do my list first because I'm all that matters. All right, my number 10 was Batman 181. Number 9, Power Rangers number 0, signed by JDF. Number 8, Killing Joke, first print 9.8. Number 7, Batman 635. Number 6 is first appearance of Miles Morales 9.4. Number 5 is Batman number 1 from the New 52 9.8. Number 4, Batman 497 9.6. Number 3 is Secret Wars number 8. Number 2, Batman 386. And number 1, Deadpool. Dee Runk. So some of these I didn't write down.
Carlito shaking his head.
What's that?
Nothing.
Dee Runk number 10 is Superman number 1, CGC 9.8. Number 9, Avengers Annual 10, CBCS 8.5.
Who signed it?
Chris Claremont.
Oh, Chris, who?
Claremont.
Oh, very good.
This guy right here, brother.
Number 8 is first appearance Apocalypse.
Yeah, buddy.
Number 7 is Secret Wars number 8, CGC 9.6.
I lost it. There it is. And it's a newsstand.
It's a newsstand.
Newsstand.
Number 6 is ASM 361.
Boom.
I love the sound of slabs linking together, by the way. They should make it. Who's going to make the ASMR channel of slab slapping?
Yeah, bro.
Send me the link.
You to make that video, Kenny.
Yeah, I'll make an ASMR video of slabs smashing into hardwood floor.
Yeah.
I got issues doing that.
Number 5 for him is Flash 197, CBCS 9.8.
Boom.
Number 4 is the first appearance of Scarlet Spider,
Yes, sir.
CGC 9.8. Number 3 is Avengers JLA. I forgot the number.
Number 4. It's
Number
beautiful.
4, 9.8. Number 2 is his X-Men Alpha,
Yes, sir.
9.8. Number 1 is his Action Comics 1000, who is it? John Jurgens. Dan Jurgens. I'm so embarrassed.
Oh, wow. Hey,
That was hard to watch.
I'm glad I'm gonna be able to meet you in person, but I will headbutt you for this. It's Dan Jurgens.
Dan Jurgens. Okay. Carlitos, number 10. Deathstroke, number 10. Variant.
Oh, give him time to get his books off the wall. He needs a minute.
Rob Liefeld, retailer incentive variant.
Rob the God.
Number 9. Deathstroke 36, signed by Matina variant via Comic Head 84.
Yeah, thanks, Comic Head.
Anytime, brother.
Number 8. Daredevil 36. Yellow cover, I believe.
Yeah, look at that yellow.
Number 7 is a Weapon H cover.
Clayton Crane, you forgot to add that.
No, never heard of him.
That is a fantastic cover. What number is that again? Weapon H number
1, letter Q.
Letter Q.
Number 6,
So
Hulk.
Marvel was reserved with the variants on that one, huh?
Yeah, Q cover.
Number 6, Hulk 340.
Carlito seems like he's working hard.
I just want to let you know you guys are all showing yours, and I didn't even show mine.
That's good. That's good.
Nobody cares.
No one cares. Number 5, New Gods, number 1. Number 4, Daredevil 141.
Look at that yellow.
Another yellow. Number 3, ASM 33.
Beautiful.
Number 2, first Deathstroke. Oh, that just happened.
You just made out with the comic there.
Come on, it's all right.
Number 1 is Hulk 180. All right, then we got Comic Cat 84, and John jumped in at 5. Comic Cat 84, number 5, ASM Annual number 3.
Oh yeah. Boom, boom. I think I got to make a noise for it to show on the screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
It's a beaut.
It's a beaut.
Number 4 is X-Men number 1, a boatload of them. Signed by someone I've never heard of.
I hope you wrote down boatload of them.
It's 2, but you know, a small boat. A canoe. I got a canoes filled.
Number 3, Watchmen number 1, 9.6.
Who watches the Watchmen, brother? I'll eat the beans at room temperature, brother.
Holy crap.
That's a deep cut.
Number 2, ASM 3, 4, 8.
Mommy, I like that cover. Please buy me that. Kenny, stop. Get in line. Stop fooling around. Come on, buy me the cover. You're grounded. All right, I'll buy it to you, little shit.
He's like acting it out. I love it.
Oh my goodness, that is fantastic. Number 1 is his first appearance, Harley Quinn, 8.5.
I should stop with these Pornhub sites and see what's going on YouTube. Are there any comic sites that I could check out on YouTube? Comic videos? Oh, sweet. Look at all these cool people collecting comics. Why the hell is that Batman animated series comic in the background? So many videos. I have one.
That was fantastic. John, his number 5, Hulk 180.
Crispy and new. Just bought it. New to me.
Yeah, it did not come out this month.
No, not this month.
Number 4, Death of Gwen Stacy. What number is that? I don't know.
ASM 121.
121. Okay. Number 3, first appearance of Darkseid.
Jimmy Olsen.
Dude, that
Superman's ex-pal. What's up with that, John? Is that...
Well, in this particular issue, Jimmy kind of turned on Superman. You had Superman laid out there. Jimmy was undercover reporter. Always.
Move it up a little bit. Move it up a little bit.
I like that. You want the remark? Is that better?
Hey, guys, I hate to cut this off, but like if you look at those Jimmy Olsen covers, there's a reason why Jimmy Olsen turned on Superman. Superman is a fucking dick to him. It is unreal. There's a whole website dedicated to Superman being a dick in the Silver Age on comic book covers. Go to superdickery.com and it's like,
oh my god,
just nonstop covers of Superman, like just torturing Jimmy Olsen and Batman and Aquaman.
Is this like the Lone Ranger and Tonto?
It's unbelievable, man. Like,
be careful switching to that site, everybody. Make sure you.
Yeah, spell that right.
I want to say it was somebody like Simon Comics who told me that when Kirby went over to DC, he asked like, "Don't fire anybody. I'll make some new comics that I'll do. I don't want to do Superman or Detective Comics. I'll make a new comic. So it'd be Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, or Lois Lane, girlfriend of Superman." And he just didn't want to fire anybody so that he could have a job.
That's really cool of him.
Classy, yeah.
Number 2 is Savage Dragon. Sounds like a band.
It's Megaton issue number 3, which is the first appearance of the Savage Dragon. He's been the Dragon in a couple other comics, but they're incredibly hard to find and very expensive. But so this one is a little easier to find and a little less expensive.
Megaton actually sounds like a band too.
It does. Number 1, X-Men 94.
First, Chris Claremont on the title, X-Men.
Beginning of an era.
Yeah.
So I don't know who won here. If it's everyone's list is their own list.
Well, we all know who lost, and that's Steve. But everybody else, I mean,
probably.
Hey, shout out to Jeff Comic 813 who was getting his live stream up and running. It sounds like he got it all together and got a live stream off the ground, so everybody can check it out.
Sweet.
Check it out when we're done with this.
Sweet, man. I appreciate everyone for coming on, hanging. It's been fun.
This is the most fun live stream I've ever done. Like, well done by everyone involved. Very good, except for me, but everyone else was fantastic.
Well, at least you didn't call Dan Jurgens Jan. Oh, shoot. I need a fedora hat next time.
Dude, hey, that needs to be a thing, man. If we all are rocking hats.
Comics and fedoras.
Yeah.
Comics and fedoras. I love it.
The Fedora Boys.
Fedora team with John.
I just know that whenever I'm with Carlito, I got to take the classy level up a notch.
Look at that beard. And look at him showing up with a blazer on.
Dude.
What? Hey, hold on. What kind of bottle are you swinging out of right there?
Oh, I'd like to thank my sponsor, Pellegrino. It's one of those big-ass 26-ouncer glass bottles. It's pretty good.
That's awesome.
Biggie Shack says the fedora won.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Biggie Shack says John would have won if he would have won with his giant size. Number 1 is his number 1.
Still voting? Are we still voting? Is voting happening?
I like that wall of comics you got too, Carlito. That's a pretty sweet setup there.
I want to know,
Thanks, dude.
are you in a closet?
Talking to me?
Yes, are you in a closet?
Fuck yeah, I'm in a closet.
You got a problem with that?
Hey, if a closet has a light bulb, that room is guaranteed to have killer lighting.
That is fantastic.
The ambiance is fantastic in there. And he's got J Channel on the wall to display his books.
We need to get TJ on here next time, and we can do his top 1,000 books. And they're all slabs. Oh, shoot.
I don't even know if
you get the slab dragon in the chat. He's funny, man.
How did I know that he was in a closet? I saw on the right side, it would be his left. That's on top of. It's just barely showing in there, but I can see it. It looked like a closet.
You saw what?
Your like clothes rack up there, that white thing.
The shelf. Yeah, the shelf.
The shelf. Yeah, that was he's talking about.
Yeah, what you can't see is what everybody should see.
The skeletons in there?
I don't know.
He's not wearing pants.
When you got a fedora and a blazer, why do you need pants?
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Hey.
This has been fun. I appreciate everyone for coming on. We'll have to do this again.
Yeah, man. Anytime. Oh, look at that. We're getting a tour.
Oh, tour.
Ooh, click the screen on him, Burke. You know how to do that?
Yeah, I do.
Oh. There you go, Steve.
I like how you keep calling me Steve and everyone else knows me as Burke or Burke Nasty.
On the tour.
Oh, the Deathstroke mask is sweet.
Hey, thanks.
That's a pretty good setup you got in there, man. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
You gotta get that out of the closet, man. That needs to be like in the main room of the house.
But I think, he established closet is not the appropriate word for that shrine that he has established. in that portion of us. You call that the shrine cubicle. Closet doesn't do it justice.
It's more like a closet temple.
There you go.
Dude, you just need a sink and a toilet in there, and you're good to go.
Hey, Burke, I got a question for you. So I see all these long boxes in the background. Does your wife make you move those when you're done filming?
That's a dumb question. Of course. Of course. So I got one here and I got 4 back here. So I move them all back to our office, which is like not good. But I just ordered a desk. So all I need now are shelves, and I'll start filming in that.
Nice.
Yeah, I recently did that. I think you saw it on my Instagram, Bert.
Yes.
I got a little fancy this morning. Yeah, I did this morning, actually. I went and bought this little desk at Target, and like, man, it's crazy what just a table. It's a little. I have boxes everywhere now, but from grabbing these books. But it's amazing what like a little table and a couple of these things, which are really handy, can turn just like what looks like a pile of boxes into a nice organized little collection area.
That was a nice table.
Yeah, it didn't cost me that much either. What did I pay? $50 for it?
So are you going to film in front of that in the near future? Because I saw that on Instagram too.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of getting a little more of a set going on, you know? So keep your eye on old Comic Head 84.
The next time we all got to be filming in our closets, wearing blazers and fedoras.
I really like to do it like old school, All in the Family style, and do my shows in front of my halls in front of a live studio audience. But one thing at a time, you know.
Big dream.
Yeah,
I hear that. Are we done?
You're the host.
I don't care. I mean,
I'm slave to your will right now.
I think we need to keep going. John's here. We gotta add something.
what else are we gonna do here?
you want me to? I have something to unbox. Want me to unbox it for you guys?
Yeah, you go ahead and unbox. Yeah, thanks for being here.
All right, let me get that box.
All right, I'm gonna get a beer then.
I'm going to get a beer.
I'm gonna get a beer.
Jeez. All right, I'm gonna get a glass of whiskey.
Whoa, where did everyone go?
We had to get beer.
I went back and all your screens were empty. I was like, oh shit.
This is
We all
terrible.
need to get beer.
This is god awful. Don't ever get it.
That's not beer. That's ass water.
I didn't buy it.
Okay. Hey, so your sister recently moved to Minnesota. Has she had a Mick Golden Light yet?
Is she would what?
Has she had a Mick Golden Light yet?
She doesn't drink. She just doesn't.
That's why me and her are not friends.
It's all we had, JP, okay? You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. That's what we say at my house.
I'm too close to Mexico not to be drinking Mexican beer.
Ooh, Modelo. That's nice. That's nice.
All right, Comic Head, what'd you get?
I got a comic. It's a key comic, and this is a Bolo book.
Be on lookout.
Red alert! Be on the lookout. This is a big spec play by your boy Comic Head. Kind of. It's a first appearance. It's the first appearance of a character that had movie buzz at one time, but then it fizzled out. I don't know what the status is, but I think he will end up on the screen. He's
Did
from
it
the X.
fizzle out after the owner of the Patriots got busted in a massage parlor with some sketchy women?
First off, that's all hearsay, and none of that has really come to fruition. You know, it's really concrete yet. So far, Robert Kraft has not been charged with anything. So
his wife died last year, so I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but
yeah, it's like, hey, let's set up a sting operation where we, cop tease an 80-year-old widow at a massage parlor. Like, what do you think he's gonna do? Don't even get me started on that, Dee Runk. How dare you? So let's see.
So hey, where'd you buy this from? eBay or?
Yeah, eBay. It's from Lone Star Comics. Oh wait, no.
it's got to be Gambit, just like Boatwright said.
Oh, no, it's not Gambit. I do like this guessing game though. It's not Gambit, but it is someone in the X-Men universe.
Psylocke.
Someone negative. Someone in the X-Men universe. First appearance book.
Omega Red.
Nope.
I don't know anything about any other movie.
This character was rumored to have a movie tied to them. I think to them exclusively, like they would headline it, if I'm not mistaken. But it didn't really materialize.
Invisible Man.
My favorite X-Man.
You're wrong, but you're actually oddly close. With your guess, you got half of it right.
So it's a man.
Man is in his name. Let me take this. He first appears.
Woman.
I'll narrow it down. It's not a woman. And here's. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Jubilee? No, but I do have that first appearance. Mystique? No, but I do have her first appearance.
They keep guessing women. Guys, come on. Oh, multiple man?
Soldier only. You are the winner. Multiple man. Jamie Madrox. Madrox. Yeah.
He was in X-Men: The Last Stand.
I love this character. Madrox is a really fun character, and I like how he's been used. He's in the mix lately. He had his own run. He had like a little mini series of like, I don't know, 6 issues or so, 6 or 8 issues. That was okay.
Was that any good? Did you read that, Kenny?
No, I haven't read. Oh, did I read the miniseries?
The miniseries, because the covers look great for that.
Yeah, I think I read like the first 4 or 5. I didn't see it through because the only thing is it was tied into the Extermination event, which was still dealing with like the old 60s X-Men team coming in the current timeline, and that whole story arc didn't do it for me. But are you guys up to speed on Uncanny 11 and 12, the last couple issues?
I'm not. I stopped reading after like 2.
Dude, hey, It was really slow in the first 3 issues, but after then, it started to really take off. And 11 and 12 have been amazing.
Yeah, I would honestly say it's almost a pass 1 through 10. Like 1 through 10 really didn't do much for me, but I will say 11 and 12 have been good. Ever since Cyclops returned, they're handling it well. And like most of the X-Men are in that Age of X-Men world, which, whatever you make of that series, I tend to like it. But what that does though is now the world that Scott and Wolverine are in is like most of the X-Men are gone. So you have real streamlined storytelling. There's not a million X-Men around. You're getting a really tight Cyclops return storyline that I'm digging. And Mr. Maddox is in it. And there's a cool scene where Cyclops rolls into town and he meets up with Jamie. And he's like, yeah, man, I'm back from the dead, blah, blah, blah. And Jamie's like, hey, you need some cash to get back on your feet? And Scott's like, yeah, actually, I could use a few bucks. and Jamie Madrox holds out some money and then multiplies his hand like 5 times and multiplies the money, you know. So that's a clever use of power. And I like those moments of like reality, like tied into these fantastic stories. Like you never think of our heroes needing petty cash, you know. So
JP, you and I are going to have to debate that when we meet each other at Planet Comic Con.
I'm glad somebody's calling Jason P out on that. Cyclops is the worst X-Man? Come on. Have you even read that? There's so many bad X-Men. How do you put him at number 1, even if you don't like him?
Yeah, that's the better point. Even if you don't think he's the best, there are so many X-Men.
There have been so many bad X-Men.
Worse than Maggot?
Hey, Cyclops is my second favorite X-Man.
I love him a lot. He's a big fan. We're big fans in this house. It's like Kate's favorite X-Man, no doubt. It's been Cyclops. But I was just like, even if you don't like him, I feel like there's still at least 8 to 10 guys you load up in front of him.
If you're a Wolverine guy, then you gotta respect Cyclops for the yin and yang that they give each other. You know, even if you don't like him, they have great chemistry together.
Have you guys seen that video on YouTube of all the clips from the animated series of Wolverine and Cyclops? Oh God, it's priceless.
I'm going straight there after this. I'm telling you right now.
It's so good, John. You'll love it.
What is it, like a bunch of little burns and them ripping each other? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all free. Well, the one I watched was all Wolverine burning Cyclops.
This is my favorite X-Man right here.
Wow.
Wow.
I can't even tell who that is.
That's Morph.
Morph.
Oh, jeez.
I can definitely tell you're a cartoon fan because he didn't leave
I got some more shit for you.
He didn't leave a big footprint in the comics. Old Morph.
Yeah.
This show is devolving into madness.
Oh, man. I will argue that, like, the original Angel, before he got the bladed wings, was a pretty worthless character. I mean, like, no super strength, no way to protect himself. All he could do is kind of fly. And even that was like, you could break a wing and the guy's done. Like, I always felt like in a fight, he was really just good for getting people out of danger.
That's a good point.
All right, so here's Wolverine, but this is the Morph figure. You pull his head off.
Oh,
and it came with other heads.
I didn't have that as a kid.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the Cyclops head, and you pull that off, and you can see his little spine right there. And then
I'm assuming no female heads. That would be kind of odd.
Yeah, that'd be a little difficult.
Wow, look at this guy in this fantastic.
Oh, gee.
That's a hell of a looking character, huh? Whoa. I don't know what's going on there.
Good thing he has that towel on.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate everyone for coming on.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm about to do before I turn in? I think I'm gonna do one more episode of Lost before I hit the pillow. Because John and I, sometime soon, I think, is it?
Yeah.
Maybe
this first week in March, brother.
Yeah. Is that next week?
Well, you and I, we can decide. We can talk days that work good for you. And I'm very flexible. Yeah. Wednesday is really the only day I can't do stuff. So. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm pretty caught up too. So.
I will say, I know I don't have a lot of time over March, so I've been watching. I passed where we're supposed to be. I'm into the next set because I got to be ready. Otherwise I won't watch enough in March to get ready.
Right, me too. Because once I got rolling.
Oh yeah.
I'm already into like season 3, the end of season 3. So I have to.
You got way past me.
Yeah, I have to go back and like rewatch some of the episodes that we'll discuss. But yeah, man, I'm ready to rock. We can chat about that. Looking forward to it.
I appreciate everyone for coming on. This has been fun.
Thanks for doing this, Burke.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It was awesome. I appreciate Carlito, John, and Comic Head. This is awesome.
I mean, I spent all day just helping people figure out how to live stream. So most of my day, I felt like I was just helping people figure out how to work YouTube's live stream. So it was nice to actually kind of go on and do something.
It's actually hard, like the first time you do it.
It's brutal.
Says he won the top 10.
and I was talking to Kachung and his wife, and they were like, "Oh, thanks so much." I was like, "Dude, Bueller did this for me at least 5 times when I was learning how to do this. Like, he legitimately would get offline with me and show me, walk me through the steps of how to do an online stream. Like, it's super confusing."
Yeah, pay it forward, guys, because I helped out a couple people with it. Comic Night did a stream the first couple times with me. Discovery Bay Comics is the guy that showed me how to do it. So I'm always offering, like, hey.
Well, and that's the thing. I jumped on with Discovery, and yeah, and I know Bueller's helped at least 10 to 20 people to do this. So yeah, legitimate. Like, it's confusing, and if you figure it out, then yeah, just you see somebody having trouble, just jump in, because we're all trying to figure it out together.
Yeah, pay it forward for sure.
All right, appreciate it, guys. Take it easy. Have a good night.
Yes, sir.
Adios.
Fedora forever.